Hi everyone, hope you're all well. In today's video, we're going to talk about website accessibility. We'll talk about why it's important and some tools that you can use to ensure that the website you're using and the website that you have is accessible as much as possible for all types of users. So what is website accessibility? Website accessibility refers to the practice of designing and developing websites that can be used by everyone, including people with disabilities. It means creating websites that are designed with accessibility in mind so that people with disabilities can access and use the content and functionality of the website. This includes people with visual, auditory, physical, and cognitive disabilities as well. It's important for users because it ensures that all individuals, regardless of abilities or disabilities, they can access your website and use it effectively. Here are some ways in which website accessibility can affect users. Website accessibility ensures that people with disabilities are not excluded from the information, products, and services provided by websites. It includes people with visual, auditory, motor, and cognitive impairments. Accessible websites are easier to use for everyone, not just people with disabilities. For example, having clear and concise headings, labels, and instructions can help all users navigate a website more easily. When websites are accessible, people with disabilities can engage more fully with the content, products, and services provided. This can lead to an increased satisfaction and loyalty amongst these users as well. In a lot of countries, including the United States, websites must comply with accessibility laws, and failure to do so can result in legal action as well. So here are some website accessibility best practices. The first one is providing text alternatives. So providing text alternatives is really important as it ensures that people who are unable to see images or videos or other non-text content on a website can still access the information provided. And this can include things like alt text, so alternative text, and that's just a brief description of an image that is read by screen readers or other assistive technologies. Caption and transcripts, so video and audio content should be accompanied by captions and transcripts, respectively. Captions provide a text version of the spoken content while transcripts provide a written version of the entire audio or video. And links as well should be descriptive and clearly indicate the content of the web page that they're leading to. For example, instead of using words like click here, a link should say something like download our brochure, so that once they click on it, it'll actually download the brochure. By providing text alternatives, website owners can ensure that all users can access the information provided on the website regardless. Semantic markup is a way of writing HTML that provides meaning and context to the content on a web page. It involves using HTML elements that accurately describe the purpose and structure of the content rather than just formatting the content for display purposes. Some benefits of using semantic markup include making websites more accessible for people with disabilities. Search engines use semantic markup to understand the content of a web page and rank it in search engines. By using semantic markup, website owners can improve their website's SEO and increase their visibility in search engines. And semantic markup provides a consistent structure to the content on a web page, which can make it easier to maintain and update over time. It also helps ensure that the content is displayed correctly on different browsers and devices. Some examples of semantic markup include heading elements, H1, H2, H3, list elements like UL and OL. Keyboard navigation is a method of navigating a website using only the keyboard without the need of a mouse or other pointing device. Keyboard navigation is an important aspect of website accessibility because it ensures that people with disabilities that affect their ability to use a mouse or other pointing devices can still navigate the website effectively. Some best practices for keyboard navigation include making sure that the logical tab order. When a user presses the tab key to move between different elements on the web page, it should focus moving in a logical way that follows the visual layout of the page, and this ensures that users can navigate the website efficiently and predictably as well. Keyboard shortcuts can help users quickly access frequently used features or functions on a website. However, it's really important to ensure that the shortcuts are easy to remember and don't conflict with other keyboard shortcuts on the user's computer. When an element has focus, it should be visually indicated on the web page so that users can see where they are in the navigation process, and this can be done through CSS styling, such as border or outline around the focus element. And it's important to test keyboard navigation on a website to ensure that it's easy to use and works correctly. And this can be done by using keyboard-only navigation testing tools or by conducting user testing with people who use assistive technologies. Color contrast is an important aspect of website accessibility, and it affects how easily users can read text and distinguish different elements on a web page. It's important to ensure that there is enough contrast between the text and the background color so that it's easy to read, especially for users with visual impairments. And lastly, using clear and simple language is also a really important aspect of website accessibility. This can help ensure that all users can understand the content on a web page, and especially important for users with cognitive or learning disabilities, as well as users who are not fluent in the language used on the website. Plain language involves using simple words and sentences structures to convey information, and it's important to avoid jargon, technical terms, or complex sentence structure that can be difficult for some users to understand. By using clear and simple language, website owners can ensure that all users can understand the content on the website and access the information that they need. So once you have some basic understanding of what best practices are for your website accessibility, there are some tools out there that can help you analyze your website and make sure that it is actually accessible for users to use. First up, you have the WAVE Web Accessibility Evaluation Tool. And the WAVE Web Accessibility Evaluation Tool is a free online tool provided by WebAIM, and allows you to enter the URL of your website and generates a detailed accessibility report. The WAVE tool highlights potential accessibility issues on your website, like missing alternative text for images, color contrast problems, improper heading structure, and lots more. It provides visual indicators and explanations to help you understand and address the accessibility concern. So the way it works is you just navigate to the website and you just want to type in the website URL. And then you just want to click on the arrow to continue analyzing. And it'll essentially load your website and give you a list of errors, if there are any, and some improvements as well that you can make as well. If you click on the view details, you can see everything that you're doing correct, everything that you're not doing correct, and just from there you want to improve on anything that they're marking as an error, and an alert as well. By using the WAVE tool, you can identify areas of improvement and take steps to make your website more accessible to a wider range of users. It's a valuable resource for both developers and website owners who are looking to enhance the accessibility of their web content. Next up, you have the A-Checker accessibility tool. So A-Checker is a web accessibility evaluation tool that allows you to assess the accessibility of your web pages. Similar to the WAVE tool, you can either enter the URL of your website or upload HTML files for evaluation. The tool checks your website content against various accessibility standards, like the laid out in the WCAG, so the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. And then it also provides a detailed report highlighting accessibility issues like missing alternative text, improper heading structure, color contrast problems, and lots more. It also provides suggestions and guidelines on how to address the identified issues as well. So similar to how WAVE tool works, you just want to type in the name of the URL that you want to scan, or you can upload the HTML files as well. And then you just want to click on Check It. And the A-Checker tool will then run a report where you can see any kind of errors that may come up. So you can see down here there is a accessibility errors listed below, and you can just essentially go through this review and it'll show you exactly line by line exactly where the missing text or where the errors are. And it'll show you what the actual reason is as well. So for example, create content that can be presented in a different way. Make it easier for users to see and hear content, including separating foreground from the background, essentially, and things like that. And it gives you suggestions as well. So it's a little bit more practical than the WAVE tool because it gives you actual practical solutions. But both tools are really handy to use as well to check your site for accessibility issues. So now let's go over some websites that incorporate good accessibility values on their website. One example of a website with good accessibility is the BBC website. The BBC has made significant efforts to make their website accessible to all users, including those with a disability. Some of the features that they have are the clear and simple language. So like clear and simple sentence structure to make the content easy to understand for all users. They have good color contrast. So most of the text is in black on the white background as well, making it really easy to read. There is also keyboard navigation being used using the tab. So that's really important for users who have difficulty using a mouse. There are also text alternatives as well to images for those using screen readers or other assistive technologies. Images as well are captioned appropriately. Videos are also captioned appropriately as well, making it really easy for those who are deaf or hard of hearing. Overall, BBC website serves as an excellent example of how website accessibility can be achieved through a variety of features and best practices. Another example of a website with good accessibility is the gov.uk website. So the UK government website has made a really strong commitment to ensuring that their website is accessible to all users, including those with disabilities. Some of the accessibility features include clear and simple language, good color contrast as well, so similar to the BBC website. They also incorporate the tab keyboard navigation as well, making it really easy to explore the website for people who maybe have difficulties using a pointing device. The website does have text alternatives for any images used, and they also have a focus on accessibility testing as well. So the UK government has a dedicated team of accessibility experts who test the website for accessibility issues and work to resolve them as well. So overall, the gov.uk website is an excellent example of how website accessibilities can be achieved through a combination of accessibility features as well. In conclusion, website accessibility plays a really crucial role in ensuring that all users, regardless of their abilities or disabilities, can access and use websites effectively. By prioritizing website accessibilities, users can experience inclusion, improved engagement, and ease of use as well. If you find this video informative and engaging, I encourage you to check out our other videos on our Profile Tree YouTube channel. There you'll find a wealth of content covering various aspects of web design, web development, user experience, SEO, and digital trends as well. Don't miss out on the opportunity to further expand your knowledge and stay updated with the latest advancements in this field as well.